Hey, what's going on, fam? Kurt with Caribeque. Labor Day is right around the corner, and I want to show you on my Weber SmokeFire how to make some bourbon glazed no wrap ribs. Come with me, let's go. So to begin this process, we're going to obviously need a rack of ribs that I've already trimmed on the end, and I'm going to go ahead and pull the membrane off. Grab a paper towel, pull up on some of this membrane, and it should just pull right off for you. There we go. You may have to go at it a couple times to get it all off, but using a paper towel helps tremendously. As we get the SmokeFire preheated to 225, we're gonna use our gloves just for safety. You never wanna burn yourself. And we're gonna go ahead and season our ribs with our honey heat rub. We're gonna get both sides covered very generously. And then we're gonna get these out on the Weber SmokeFire at 225 degrees. But first I'm gonna do a smoke boost for the first 30 minutes. So we have our SmokeFire plugged in. We're all ready to go. Before I activate smoke boost, we're gonna fill this up with some Weber cherry pellets. I'm using cherry because I like the way it goes with pork. And we're gonna go ahead and activate smoke boost and get some smoke on this for about 30 minutes to an hour before we go to 225. Now that we have our hopper filled, we're gonna go ahead and close that. We're gonna get to activating smoke boost. We're gonna turn that on. And you will hear the Weber SmokeFire turn on. Stay tuned for next steps. Now that we have our smoke boost on, we're gonna go ahead and open up the SmokeFire, and we're gonna place our rack of ribs right in the center. Perfect. We're gonna go ahead and let that smoke boost hit those ribs for about 30 minutes to an hour. Then we're gonna go to 225 and we'll show you the next steps. So while the ribs are smoking, we're gonna come inside and we're gonna do two things. First, I have a bottle of a little bit of apple juice with apple cider vinegar that I'll be spritzing the ribs with every hour on the hour. And then we're gonna make our bourbon barbecue sauce. We're gonna take our buffalo barbecue sauce from Caribeque. We're gonna go ahead and add about half a bottle of that. We're gonna take your favorite bourbon or what you have laying around the house. I'm using a brand right here that everyone's familiar with, and we're gonna add about 2 to 3 shots of that into our buffalo barbecue sauce. Whisk it evenly, and this is what we're gonna brush on towards the end of our cook. Just take this, sit it in the fridge, and let's go check on the ribs. We are at hour 1, and I'm gonna go ahead and spritz the top of this. I've seen people add more rub to their ribs after spritzing. I'm not gonna do that. Honey heat's plenty on there. Let's go ahead and get ready for hour 2. This should take about 4 hours total, no wrap. So here we are at the top of hour 3. We're gonna go ahead and do our spritz. Ribs are looking amazing. For those that want to know an internal temperature, I do mine up to about 180, which is why I have my thermometer in, which is part of the Weber Connect. And we're just gonna go ahead and bump the temperature up to 275 degrees for the rest of the cook. Stay tuned. So my ribs are already tipping out at about 180. I'm gonna go ahead and apply the bourbon barbecue glaze so it'll get nice and set. I don't like a lot of sauce on my ribs, so I'm going light. I'm gonna go ahead and get this done, and we'll take it inside for slicing next. There you have it, our no wrap bourbon barbecue glazed ribs on the Weber SmokeFire. Like or comment below, let us know what you think. Kurt with Caribeque and Weber Grills, out.